All right, guys, so this is part 3 of my live react to Gummer Summer Game Fest 2022.
And right now, as I mentioned, a demo has launched on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Demo for Hellsinger, Metal Hellsinger.
Next
I split the part because there was music in that, and I'm afraid that's going to get claimed too.
From Supermassive Games, this spiritual successor to Until Dawn stars David Arquette and an all-star.
Oh, here we go. This is tomorrow. We're playing this tomorrow with Corey.
Binge-worthy teen horror entertainment experiences where your every choice shapes your story and determines who lives.
Stop making fun of me because I said Gummer.
At a camp in upstate New York. Here's
Stop making fun of me right now.
At the launch
Stop that.
Family.
Here it is. Cool. It's tomorrow. I'm excited for this. I forgot I had David Arquette in it.
But if your whole family, you know, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well, and they're all just hanging on the end of a rope, how can one person be expected to pull them all back out? You can't. So you pull on that rope and you're just going to fall right down to the bottom of the well with the rest of them.
Jesus. Dark much?
And what's the point of that?
What? There was a lot more to this than you realize.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Kidnapping, murder,
Oh, God.
I think the whole Hackett family is in on it.
You have no idea what's going on here.
A bunch of killer hicks.
Not a goddamn clue. All right, let's do this.
Kids are gonna get hunted. It's like 1980s slasher horror.
Who should I call?
911.
You mean 911? Who says 911?
Goodbye, cruel world.
We gotta get out. I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
We're gonna cook your ass.
This isn't
It's a
ghost
combination of a
story.
lot of
It's
things.
Creature feature. It's really happening, and you're all in it.
This is going to get a little messy.
It's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Hills Have Eyes. It's a few different things. It's totally 80s horror or 80s slasher horror. Cool. That's tomorrow, guys. Playing that tomorrow all
Back at the
day.
Game Awards, we were proud to reveal Nightingale, a shared world survival crafting game from Inflection Games up in Canada. Now it's time to give you a brand new look and deeper look at the game, including its innovative realm card system that lets you impact things like the weather pattern, resources, and challenges in its procedural realms. Here is your exclusive new look.
I love when they throw terms around like, oh, it's a shared world with procedural realms. It's like, what the fuck is the game, though?
Are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale.
It's a Stargate. It's definitely the Stargate. You got
Given how
gathering,
fragile
crafting.
things are, I'd say that staying fed, dry, and rested.
Yep, gathering,
should be your
crafting, survival.
priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources. Once you have realm cards, you can activate the portal. Beware though. Foul things lurk in the interrealmic
Ew.
void.
Foul things that don't wear
waiting to
shirts
get in.
and have exposed navels. What is that
Be
fucking
ready
cage
with
on his
your
head?
axe pick.
So it's open world survival, crafting, and then monsters invade. You gotta survive yourself. Realm cards. Oh man, some creepy spiders and shit. Yeah, it looks like it'd be pretty interesting. Look at the creatures. The creatures look nice. Fantasy, definitely fantasy themed. Almost like steampunk fantasy. Blimps? That's what I mean, it's like steampunk technology,
Have offended.
but with fantasy elements.
Think but this,
The fuck is that? Ugh!
and all is mended.
Okay. What's it gonna be on? Doesn't even say. Is it just PC? Is it console? Doesn't say anything. Look. It didn't say at all. It literally didn't say what it was
Saints are
for.
Marching in on August 23rd with the reboot of Saints Row that we revealed last year at Gamescom. And today, we're happy to announce the launch of the Boss Factory demo across PC and console, which lets you design and set up your character. And since it's Saints Row, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. Check it out.
When does that launch? Today, did he say? The boss factory demo, you make your own character.
Guys.
You gotta do something to capture
Excuse
people's
me.
attention. So what do we build next?
This is the first time I'm seeing any Saints Row. I haven't seen anything for this. So, it's cartoony. Yeah, it's live now. Be your own boss.
We are so
Good at this.
The swaggiest, yo. More swag. Yo, check out my swag. Be the weirdest. Yeah. You can be a living Brussels sprout that shoots fucking rockets out of his nipples.
Show, baby.
Oh boy! Oh look, he's got no pants on. Be the real you. Oh, how did I know that was the real me? Completely nude. How did they know? What the fuck is this? Be an elf. Be a vampire. Be a refrigerator. Ever wanted to be a helicopter? Well, here's your chance. I want to be a Care Bear. Why do I get the feeling the emphasis will be all on this shit, and then the gameplay will just be, like, mediocre? I'm getting that vibe. Like, it's just going to be all about silly, make yourself look stupid, drive stupid vehicles, and then the gameplay is going to be, like crappy or something. I hope not, but I don't know. That's kind of the vibe I get from that, right? Hope not. Hope it's good, but you never know. We'll find out. It's August 23rd. Okay.
Next, we've got an exclusive first look at extended gameplay of Warhammer 40k Darktide, Fat Shark's follow-up to the critically acclaimed Vermintide series. Darktide promises intense 4-player co-op action and terrifying enemy hordes to team up against. And it's out on September 13th for PC, on Steam, and exclusively on console on Xbox.
September 13th. Is it Game Pass? If it is, I'll probably play it. Because I missed out on Vermintide. I was way late to the game for that. No one really cared about it, but this might be interesting.
1736 is heading towards a power systems failure thanks to a bit of heretic sabotage.
Fat
So
shit.
you're going to restore the coolant and...
Why you gotta insult him like that, man? He's just, you know, he's a little round.
Get in, access the operations array, and use the cryonic rods to flush the system. Preferably before something explodes. Head on through the ventilation tunnels and look for an access point.
This way!
See the gameplay. Come on. Here we go. Wow, as soon as I said that, they showed the gameplay. Yeah, this universe is so interesting. It's futuristic weapons, yet it's medieval. It's got fantasy with, like, steampunk but lasers. Like, it's so unique. And, you know, Warhammer's been around for a very long time. Mostly in, like, tabletop games. And now, you know, there are, you know, all these game franchises now being made out of it. It's kind of interesting. It's going right over my head, but this, you know, I'm probably check this out. If it's Game Pass, why not? It looks good, right? It looks fun. Especially you team up with people online to survive the hordes of enemies and stuff. It looks cool. He bumped him on the head.
That's the first part done. Get to the base of the matrix bar and put those cryonic
It's such a
rods to
like
work.
an amalgamation of things. It's not one thing.
What are you waiting for?
Head popper. Very nice. Once again, I'd like to emphasize you guys are seeing exactly what I'm seeing. It's running at this frame rate, which is like 30 frames or lower. It's not 60 on this presentation, but we have seen games that were running at 60. They just chose to present it this way. If this is Game Pass Day 1, I'm on it, man. Game Pass Day 1, sweet. I told you guys, with this Game Pass, we get a lot of new games announced, and here we go. All these dates coming out.
Today, they are ready to reveal their latest creation made completely in Unreal Engine 5 for a visceral horror experience.
Ooh.
It's a return to the world of Layers of Fears.
Oh,
Get
it's
a
Layers of
dose
Fear. I didn't like
this.
that Layers of Fear 2. I thought it sucked. The ending was terrible.
Someone once said
So Layers of Fear
runs
3.
in our family. Let it
Nah.
run.
I did not like Layers of Fear 2. It was a decent game. You get to the end, the ending is shit. Like, complete shit. This part was good. Like, actually playing the game was kind of creepy and scary. But you're hoping it's building to something, and the end is, like, such a letdown. Okay. Fears.
They say it's a tale of sadness and guilt of an artist trapped in a place beyond redemption. It's a lie. This is a story of my fear, pain, and
The story of a
hatred.
contractor's nightmare. The biggest lawsuit ever for faulty architecture. Oh, it took his head right off. There you go.
Now I see it. All this misery, all this suffering. There was no other way.
All this lack of an ending.
Shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have.
It'll probably look sick. All these walking simulator horror games now are gonna look insane with the new Unreal Engine.
Cannot live forever. We cannot live at all.
I was trapped in this house, bound by this body. Now, I break free.
Layers of Fears. So it's basically Layers of Fear 3. But not Game Pass. Fucking shit.
This
I would've played it on
October,
Game Pass.
Gotham
Oh.
Knights arrives. Batman is dead, and it's up to the Batman family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin to protect
Gotham
Gotham.
Knights.
To give us an exclusive new look, let's head to Montreal to hear from executive producer
25th,
Fleur Marty.
Okay.
Hello and warm welcome from WB Games Montreal. I'm Fleur Marty. I'm the executive producer on Gotham Knights. Today, we are thrilled to share more with you on one of our beloved knights, Nightwing.
Nightwing.
This showcase is the first in our character series, and we're really looking forward to share more with you as we continue working towards our launch on October 25th. So I hope you enjoy the show and stay tuned.
All right. I like the idea of 4 characters because it sounds like it'll keep it fresh when you switch between them instead of just be the same character the whole game.
I had nothing. And then this city became my home. Its people became my family.
Nightwing was the first Robin.
Gotham gave me everything. It deserves to feel safe.
Dick Grayson, right? That's the character's name. Alright, this is nice, but let's see gameplay. I want to see real gameplay. Not the cinematic stuff. Come
No
on.
matter how hard we try,
They're dancing in the streets.
there's always more to do. And now,
Okay, enough.
it's up to
Enough
me.
flipping. Let's see real gameplay. Stop flipping and flopping everywhere. By the way, he's multiple outfits. You notice that? They're showing him wearing all these different outfits.
Got time for a dance, Nightwing?
Big boy. What? Look how huge that guy is. Guy's like 18 feet tall.
I got this, Bruce.
It's not really showing anything. It's just cinematic. I want to see the real gameplay elements. That really didn't show anything at all. Wow. What a non-trailer.
That was Gotham Knights, and now we welcome... Oh, look who it is.
Oh,
Neil Druckmann
boy,
from
it's
Naughty
the
Dog,
Druck.
Co-president of Naughty Dog.
The fucking
great to
Druck.
have you with us, Neil. It's been an eventful day on the internet for Naughty Dog fans, and
Yeah, because you leaked
jinxed
it.
ourselves. We were
Idiots.
joking about last night, like, watch the assets will leak, and lo and behold, that's what happened.
Well, the good news is there's some stuff that hasn't leaked that we have lots to share with people about all things at Naughty Dog. But first of all, it is it's a big month actually for Last of Us fans because Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary for Last of Us Part 2, which is hard to believe.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's crazy. 9 years for Last of Us.
It's not hard.
2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear from fans. They're still sending us letters and art, and these characters in this journey and this world mean so much.
Oh my
to them.
God.
And it's just been kind of amazing. Like Last
That's
of Us
great.
Part
So what are
2
you talking
this
about?
year
We don't care
has
about
pretty big
Last of Us 2.
milestones,
We want to hear about
over
something
1 million
new.
units. And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects more
Good.
than
What
we've
are
ever
they?
had at the same time.
Multiple projects. Okay, very interesting. So, what can Last of Us fans expect in the future from you?
Thank you for asking, Jeff.
Yes.
So one of the things we've mentioned a while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode has evolved due to the team's ambition. They really wanted to do something beyond what we've ever done before at Naughty Dog. And we felt the way to do it justice is to make it a standalone title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Nothing.
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show. But what I can tell you is that this game is big.
Okay.
It's as big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. The way we're telling that story is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new cast of characters. It takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
It's like a city might be somewhat familiar, some people.
I'm sure our fans have already figured it out. And it's really cool. And it's being headed by Vinith Agarwal, Anthony Newman, and Joe Padnatti, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us. And you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year, so wait till next year to hear more.
That's
about
San Francisco, right?
Okay, well, very exciting.
I think it's San Francisco,
this
that
has
bridge.
Evolved, and I mean, that concept art looks incredible. I can't wait to see Naughty Dog storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it either.
Okay, well, that's not all. We also have something that I've been reading about on the internet every day. It feels like up in Calgary, they're filming the Last of Us show for HBO, right?
Yeah, so for the past year, we've teamed up with Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and HBO to adapt The Last of Us into a TV show. They've been filming, and it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back, when we're looking at back at Naughty Dog, we can't help but feel emotional because not only is it so good and the quality's so high, it's so authentic to what we've made in the game.
And we're going to make so much money.
I just can't. I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and that whole crew and everybody that's up there. And their last day of filming is tomorrow. So
the entire series, last day of filming is tomorrow.
Last day of filming is tomorrow. Craig is up there right now, kind of wrapping it all up. So it's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode.
It'll be the worst episode.
Okay, so we could first look. Let's take.
So you can see this is a certain museum that players might know from the game. And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey and not only directing them, but seeing them do all the other episodes.
So just remember to stick it to the haters when you play The Last of Us Factions. And remember to stick it to the haters when you watch The Last of Us TV show.
On and off camera, I couldn't help but think about Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game. And it really feels like this is going to be something special. And I will say this will be the most
something very profitable, marketable, money-making.
Well,
special.
That first
That's
image
what I was
put
looking
out,
for.
it feels like the video game. Everything that I've seen, both public and other stuff, makes it feel sort of super legitimate, as you said, and that's awesome to see Joel and Ellie from the front side now for the first time. So we'll see more of that next year. That's coming as well, right? Serious?
You'll hear about it very soon. That's
okay.
All I'll say right now.
All right. Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very exciting. And I hear you actually have a couple actors from the show who are going to join us here.
We happen to have a couple actors
Why?
who are part of the show. We should bring them up.
No.
Come on up.
Here they are. They're the infected.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Surprise.
Troy's back again.
Oh, come on.
See you.
No.
I'm a little confused, though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So when Craig and I started working on the show, one of our very first meetings, we said, Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it. And we're such fans of, like, the talent and the like helping us create Joel and Ellie, we felt like it was so important that they become part of the show. And it wasn't. It has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo.
Okay.
These are real roles that we're keeping on the wraps for now. But man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much
It's
stuff I feel like
so good.
You
on
know,
the internet. There's so much like talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you. So you were up there and you filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've
Except
had
for today.
Except for today. Except for the date. It was one of the hardest things for us to do is to not let people know that because we're so proud of it.
Troy Baker is the person,
hard, the crew,
the first person
I have to say,
to die in the zombie
when I
apocalypse.
walked out on set. To be met with
He's the first
literally
one.
every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they all knew what it was that they were working on and committed to working on this project because of their fan and their love for the game. Was one of the greatest. It was like I was coming home to friends.
Yeah, the attention to detail, the crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are they're so perfect, and we've been trying to.
What happens is the zombies are coming into the building, right? And you tell Troy, there's a bunch of your fans on the other side of that door. Can you go sign autographs for them for a second? And then you get the fuck out of there when he gets eaten.
It's so much more than that. I feel like I can't fully explain
oh,
it,
fans! They exist.
So
Here we go. Open the door.
And just, I can't wait to see it. I think it is going to be so good. I love the story. I love being a part of
I'm
this
so
world.
excited about the series and the fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed roles. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of.
Obviously, I'm being silly. Come on.
Are these characters?
Everyone knows he's a good voice actor.
New characters.
He's just not very good at NFT stuff.
Yes.
He's very good at voice acting, though. He should be respected.
I can tell you.
So sneaky. All right. Well, we're so excited.
Maybe it's already on Twitter by now.
Hey. All right. Well, let's talk about what was on Twitter earlier today. Lots of talk about the idea, or really what's happening is it looks like you guys are remaking the original game, and this is like a ground-up remake. Is that right?
That's right. We wanted to give people the definitive version of the first game that wasn't encumbered by any technology. Wanted to find a way to get even closer to our original vision. We're able to do it on the PS5 and PC. And instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right, let's take a look at
show us what's dramatically different. I can't wait to see. Let's see these startling differences between the original and this remake. Can't wait.
Why'd you leave Boston?
$70, by the way.
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
You know, I've never been this close. It's the outside.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. And in
Oh,
this
the
world,
DLC
I
in it,
for one
probably.
thing. Get you killed.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had? I get in trouble down there. You make every shot count.
I got this.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
I've had some practice.
Truly one of my favorite games of the past decade. Guys, what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, we hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
It's because you did these. These performances you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah,
right?
actually, we came up with a process where we could take the original animation that we did for the faces and kind of like retarget it on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity. And then the animators went back and
We're
studied.
seeing side by sides here just how much it has changed. That you went and you redid the models and rebuilt everything.
Slightly
Everything is
different.
Rebuilt from the ground up. Same art director.
It's like-
re-art
it's
directed
this-
the whole thing
what?
from the ground
It's
up.
this- it's a slightly
but
different.
The great thing about these faces is that they're closer to the original performance. All the animators went
looks
and
the
studied
same.
those videos. And
Slightly
got closer
different.
to what you
A
did
little
on
bit
set
more detail.
than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about. Like
we stretched
brand new
Ellie's
AI,
face
like all
out
the
by
combat
2
is
centimeters to make it
redone.
look taller.
Just the fidelity of everything.
Remake.
60 frames per second. All the stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we wanted to give, knowing because of the show, because they're all new players for PS5, PC.
Yeah.
We wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us.
What's definitive about it?
Now you guys get to replay. I mean,
Tell
when was
me,
the last time
what
guys
did you change?
Played the game.
I actually played it again just to refresh my memory before working on the show.
I was just a glutton for punishment, and I went straight from playing
never
part
played it.
1 straight into part 2. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of part 2 coming out. So I mean, it looks like I'm definitely going to be up for another playthrough with this.
I can't wait to go back because it was you guys did such an amazing job on that original game, and
it's really when you play it, when you see it in motion. it's really
I'm
nice.
waiting. Are they going to say anything here?
I imagine that think of the Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in the Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole all the new animation system, the new AI system, everything we've learned on Uncharted 4, Last of Us 2, we apply to this again to give that definitive version. Just to give a quick shout out, this project is headed up by Matthew Gallant and Shauna Skye, and you'll hear a lot more about it and see a lot more about it over the coming weeks leading up to the release September 2nd on PS5.
All right,
and shortly thereafter on PC.
We will look forward to it. Now, Neil, you've talked a lot about games directed by other people. What are you directing? You still making games?
Is there anything
Still
new?
making games. I haven't given up my day job. It's a little early to talk about it. Maybe if someone in PlayStation wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now. Otherwise, we'll save it.
But you do have a new project.
Do have a new project, but we'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll try and save it. All right. Troy, Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September.
So literally,
Thanks, guys.
this was what, a 20-minute segment, and there was absolutely
All right, well,
nothing.
that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation.
Wow,
for
that's
that very
it.
Special,
That's the end.
Look
The
at
end
The
was
Last
20
Us and
minutes
the
of
entire
nothing.
franchise and where things are going. Very, very excited. about
Wow.
that. All right, Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days. Coming up right now on this very stream is Day of the Des with I Am 8-Bit. And
That was
Double Fine,
deflating.
including an exclusive new look at the Planet Atlanta. And then the Devolver Digital Showcase. Tomorrow, we've got Netflix Geeked Week, which I'll be co-hosting, and the Tribeca Games Showcase streaming, along with the Epic Games Store Showcase. And then finally, Sunday, it's the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase. You can stream them all at summergamefest.com. As for me, I'll see you again in August when we are back live in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live on August 23rd. And then the Game Awards will return in December live from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles.
Boy.
And finally, I'm excited to share that Summer Game Fest will return in June 2023
No shit.
as a digital and in-person event to bring the gaming
So there'll be an
community
in-person
together.
one next year. That's
Thanks for being a
interesting.
part of Summer Game Fest. And remember, there are more events and announcements to come. We'll see you soon.
So, I mean, seriously, when he said, manage your expectations, yeah, I think he was like really saying manage your expectations. Like, I think the best way, now that it's over, to summarize this entire event would basically be disappointment. Where were the big announcements? Zero. I don't think there was a single big announcement, right? I mean, I enjoyed definitely some of the follow-up and the new dates, because we have a lot of game dates now for these releases that we didn't have before. And we actually saw some first-time gameplay of some of these games. But I have 8 pages of notes for the 2-hour show. And out of that, right, out of the 8 pages, I don't really think we have like a single highlight that's like, wow, this blew me away, or wow, I was so incredibly excited. Where was God of War? Does it even exist at this point? You know, like, I have now that it was not in Summer Game Fest, I have zero confidence that game's coming out this year. And I mean that too. Like, now, if it's not there, when it wasn't in the Sony State of Play, it wasn't here, where is it? Right? Yeah, really, there was just not that much at all of substance. But if you want a detailed analysis of my thoughts, I'm going to make a separate series. It's going to be called Phil's or DSP's Recap Reactions to the Summer Games Fest 2022. But for now, what I would like to say is thank you to everyone who watched live on stream for my live reactions. Thank you to everyone who's maybe watching this on demand on YouTube. And here's the reason I say that. There was a movie trailer There was licensed music. There was a lot of shit in that could get claimed. And so if you're watching this video now and you're like, oh, I don't see any other videos, they might be blocked. They might be claimed. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I won't know until later today when I attempt to upload these videos. So hopefully they'll be viewable. Okay? Guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, Summer Games Fest. Woo.